Yo, what's going on, guys? Sorry this video is going up so late. I worked today later than I was expecting to, and then after that I of course had to watch The Office and 30 Rock, so I'm going to try to... This should be up hopefully while it's still Thursday, as long as YouTube doesn't do anything crazy. So I have an interesting story for you guys, and I've told this story like 100 times now because I think it's really funny. So I'm going to try to hopefully be as engaging as what I've been telling people in person. And I actually, the first person I told was my mom, and I actually really wish I would have just, like, recorded me on the phone with her telling the story, because that would have been stupendous. So I was in a cop car the other day, and the way that happened was I was at my girlfriend Amanda's house, and she lives across the street from me, and I realized that I had something on my computer that I needed to give her. And so I was like, oh, I'll just go grab my computer, and we'll transfer the files over, and, that would be cool. And so I leave the door to her apartment, like, open slightly, and I unlocked the door to the actual apartment building, and so I go across the street, grab my computer, go back across the street, and I walk in, and as I'm, like, walking in, I lock the door to the apartment building. I look behind me, and Amanda's standing there, so I'm like, oh, are we going over to my house? Like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, whatever. So I start stepping back out, and as the door closed, she's like, oh, no. She didn't have her key with her, so she had no way of getting back in the apartment. She had her cat in her hand. She, like, just stepped outside, like, through her back door to, like, grab something from her car, and then that door closed by her. So both of her apartment doors are actually open, but the doors to the actual apartment building are both closed. So we start buzzing like everyone else in the apartment, like hoping someone will let us in. And they don't actually have, like, an intercom there. It's an older apartment. The intercom doesn't work. So no one's, like, responding. And there's only, like, 6 other units, so it's like, no one was letting us in. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can get in through your bathroom window. Because she's on the 2nd story, but, like, with the way it's on the side of the building, like, it's just, there's something you can climb up on. It was something I could do. So I get up there, and it's, like, it's locked, so I can't do anything. So I'm, like, we're, like, knocking on windows, just trying to get someone out there. And so I go back into, like, the little, like, entryway of the apartment. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can't get in. I don't know what we're going to do. And then she's like, I don't know why you locked the door. Like, why did you do that? And she's becoming frustrated because she's got to work in 45 minutes, and she has her cat in her hand, and she can't get into her apartment. And I'm getting frustrated because she's frustrated at me, and I didn't feel like I did anything. So we kind of were, like, arguing. And she's like, just go home. And, like, that, of course, pissed me off because, like, I'm trying to be helpful. She's telling me to go home. So I start jogging across the street. And as I'm jogging across the street, that was when the cops pulled up. And also, as that was happening, was when someone let her into her building. So I look back, and sure enough, she's been let into her building. So now she's no longer staying out there. She didn't see this happen. And I'm like, oh, you're talking to the cops. Like, yeah, no, I know this looks like, I'm just gonna, like, don't worry, like, it's my girlfriend's place. And, like, in my mind, like, the fact that I had a laptop in my hand wasn't even part of the story because, like, I wasn't even, like, thinking about it. It was my computer. And so, like, they put my hands behind my back, they pat me down, and they're like, so tell us what's going on. Like, it looks like I'm lying. Like, this does not look like I'm telling the truth. Like, oh, my girlfriend's house, but now I'm going this way. Like, I don't know, and she's inside now. Like, it looks like I'm lying. And then they're like, oh, and well, why do you have the laptop? And I'm like, oh, well, I was going to put a file on her computer for her. Well, I thought you said she was locked out. Oh, yeah, she is, but, like, that was also, like, it looked like I was lying. So luckily, one of the cops, when I told them which apartment, Amanda buzzed him in, which I was thankful, because she was mad at me at the time, so, she thought it was probably me buzzing, and if she wouldn't have let me in, then I would have probably had to go down to the police station. Okay, I'm actually over the time limit, so if someone wants to punch me, that would be fun, but whatever. Alex, I had no idea you were leaving so soon. That kind of bummed me out. I hope that maybe you'll be, because the way I see it is right now you're in Racine and you're constantly traveling to Florida. Maybe when you're in Florida you'll be making some trips to Racine and I'll be able to see you this summer. I did not realize you were leaving that soon. And also, we need to, like, figure out, like, the big meetup date, because now I kind of forgot that you were going to be in Florida, so we need to all talk about that. But I do look forward to watching you vlog from Florida and hearing some Disney stories, and I hope that you get that internship with Radio Disney. I don't know how that's going, or I don't know what's up with that. Peter, I like your hair. Looking good, buddy. Let's see. Speaking of hair, I am desperate in need of a haircut. A lot of times, if you guys see me wearing a hat when I'm recording a video, that means that I need a haircut. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Amy, it's cool that you're gonna see Andy again. I hope you guys like have a good time. But also, I think it'd be cool if you guys would like record a video together because the absence of new videos on the We Faking It channel has saddened me because Amy and Andy together are comedy gold. What else? What else? What else? Shelby, I loved your insight as to what vegetables and fruit would sound like if they could scream, but I would have to disagree with you about strawberries. I'm a strawberry. I'm a strawberry. That's what a strawberry sound like. That's what I think strawberries would sound like. Duh. Alright, that's it. See you guys next week.